the life. Sitting on a canoe on top of my bus, watching the sun go down the coast. What do you think, Liz? Do you like that? Well, this was 5 minutes away from where I camped in the side of the road. Wow, that's pretty. I think it's the Hoh River. No, maybe not. I don't know. Wow, that's cool. This is why you don't drive in the dark. It's great for avoiding traffic, but then you don't see anything around you and you can't see the good turnoffs. I'm glad I waited till today to come down. Gooses. There's a whole family of geese on their little island over there. How's that, Liz? You like it? You get some fresh water this time, huh? Kind of missed that in the ocean. Wow, this place is cool. It's beautiful. And there's no spray paint on the whole bridge. Except up there. Hi, my name is Carpo, and I'm hiking out here at the Hoh River in the western side of the Olympic National Forest. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Several campsites up here. And we camped up the hillside, and so therefore we have all these boulders. But there's a couple other campsites over here that are really cool too. I just didn't want to pull my car all the way down here. Or my bus rather. Because it's a bus. And because there'd be nothing worse than to get stuck in my bus trying to get to a place where it's not as cool as where I'm at. But it's still beautiful, as you can see. There's a nice little platform here. Look at this fire pit. Beautiful. Pile of wood for those who can have fires, because there's no fires allowed out here because it's the middle of the summer in the Pacific Northwest. And I like white rocks. I'm a big fan of white rocks. And no, it's not a racist thing. Haha, why did I even say that? I don't know. No, they're just so beautiful because you don't see them as often as other rocks. Now, if I get down here to the water, you can see those are the rocks that are over by my campsite. And those are pretty badass, I must say. Large boulders, interesting terrain is much more fun than this. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of just gravel. I mean, hey, it works. But, ooh, here's a nice one. Look at that. Oh, that sparkles nicely. It's a beautiful piece of quartz. I mean, yeah, it's just like regular milk quartz crap, but hey, it's beautiful to me, and that's all that matters. Ah, my feet are burning. So much better. Oh yeah. I've actually never been on the Hoh River. I've always wanted to. I've heard it's beautiful, and from what I've seen so far, it seems to be true. I'm glad we turned around instead of going into the park. It's like $50 to get in the park, and there's a line of cars like with a half-an-hour wait just for parking. I don't really need to go into the park to see the park. It's just as cool out here. That was neat. Well, this is morning time along the Hoh River. I guess it would be the upper Hoh River, or the mid Hoh River, or maybe the lower Hoh River. Who knows? Sure is beautiful though. It's got the morning fog coming in and hugging the ground down there. The water is just as blue as in the sunshine. It's gorgeous. And right across from me, whether you can see it or not, there's a concrete building that seems to be built into, well, from what it looks like here, it's got tree growing right on top of it. It's very old, and I really want to get over to it to see what it is. That water's pretty fast, and I don't have a raft. I mean, I have a canoe. If I want to paddle like hell, I could probably get over there. I'm not too concerned about the current itself as far as pulling me down the river, because I can, you know, easily paddle to either side. My concern is right here. This here is the boat breaker, if you will. It's pretty crazy. There's a lot of power behind this river coming down, and then it smashes right into that rock right there, and then it kicks around to the side and swirls and pulls under and pushes up. It's basically a giant undertow, if you will. A heavy current that I would not want to get into. Come here, Liz. Come here, Liz. You stay out of there too. No. Come here. Come on. It's too cold for you anyway. You can go in a safer spot. Last thing I need is my dog getting pulled out and sucked under in a giant current while I'm out camping. So over here, maybe you can see this now. There's a structure over there. Now that I look closer, it might be made out of metal. You see, before I thought it was maybe made out of concrete, but it's reddish, so I don't know. Maybe it's plywood for all I know. But it's been there a long time. I'm so curious to see what it is. I want to show you something right here. This right here is a beast of a tree. It has its own ecosystem. It's so big it has hemlocks growing out of it. There and there. And even up there. And this one has its roots just completely wrapped around it. It's like an ever-loving hug and embrace to keep that tree from falling over. In fact, that tree over there really has no other real hold here. The trunk is basically built into that tree. And if you're wondering, this particular tree, it's not a special destination. It's not a place that people visit. It's just a random tree in the Olympic rainforest at our campsite right down by the water. And there's another one across the way that's even taller. And these are magnificent trees. You just do not see cedar trees this big anymore. I suppose you probably want to look up it too. Looking up a tree, I don't know. Is that rude to look up a tree's skirt? That's all you can see. She goes so far, there's absolutely no way to see all the way up the canopy. She is a serious beast of a tree, man. Pretty cool, huh? You like it, Liz? It's pretty cool. She found the one ray of sunlight as the sun's coming up. Here, I don't want to hurt him. So take a look at him while he's here. He'll strike at you. He'll strike at you. He wants to be left alone. I'm sorry, my friend. You go ahead and be free. Oh! Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm going to sneak. I'm going to get in my little coil. is brought to you by nature. Nature. Not a VPN, not a razor or a shave club, not a soap for men or a subscription to stuff you don't want. Nature. Always there. Always free. Always a tree. Always useful. Always available. Never sells out. Scream and shout. Nature. The only brand you need. Available in all 50 states. For now. Limited supply available. Act now before it's gone. You don't want to miss this. So what's your nature? Trademarked by Earth. Thanks for coming to Carbo's channel, yo. Yeah.